Hello, everybody. This is Revan Megas here, welcoming you to an update for Stardew Valley. Now, yesterday on Twitter, Concerned Ape basically released this image for the 1.6 update of Stardew Valley. Now, as you can see, we're going to start off with a new major festival. That could pretty much, I was looking at when the festivals are, and you pretty much have 2 in spring, 2 in summer, 2 in fall, and then 3 in winter. So winter is pretty much covered. I'm thinking this festival will not be in winter. Honestly, I feel like this could potentially be a summer holiday, a big one. Like a celebration, kind of like similar maybe to, I want to say 4th of July, but the luau is kind of the fix for that. I still think it might be in summer, and I think the 2 mini festivals will basically take the place in fall and spring so that you kind of have that nice distribution of 3-3-3-3-3, which if you looked at some of Concerned Ape's previous stuff, he mentions that he kind of likes that uniformity of having like numbers being divisible by the same, that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's kind of where that'll slot in. New late game content, which expands the areas of each skill. So basically, you have like all of your skills, your combat, your fishing, your farming, your foraging, everything like that. And I'm assuming that somehow this will add more into the game. Maybe this almost looks like some sort of fish dispenser, so maybe we're going to have something like that. It looks like you have almost like a pendant, which makes me think maybe some sort of luck element. I might be completely off on that one. And it looks like there might be some new bushes. I potentially think that bushes might actually get replaced with some sort of like, hey, you can pick up this item from bushes maybe all year round, or maybe it switches every season. This one's a little bit tough because it's so, there's not really a lot into it. Just, hey, we're getting more endgame content with that, which is kind of cool. This could also be a lot larger than that. This could be new dungeons. This could be really anything. It's hard to tell when you just have new late game content. So next we have new items and crafting recipes. The first is a totem. So that's why I'm assuming with the new late game content, there's potentially a new area because, hey, this totem looks different. Honestly, it's kind of got like a little happy face. So I'm thinking that potentially this wouldn't be an area that's horrible to go to, like just a new dungeon. It might be like a new island similar to Ginger Island. The next one is obviously some sort of coffee. I'm betting this is like a key coffee or Q coffee, whatever they want to call it with that. And the last one, weirdly enough, it might be a food, but honestly, this is weird. It kind of makes me think of a quiver from like a bow and arrow set. I might be completely off on that because there's no feathering on the ends of these, but that's kind of what it looks like to me. That's probably not the case. This one's kind of cool that Joja is going to get alternatives to some of the endgame quests. I think that's kind of cool. I'd be interested to see how much that will affect the entire, game. I'd be curious if you can basically change the way the town looks to be more corporate. Honestly, this is a neat one for people who are tired of doing the community center. I think it's cool. I think it's maybe one that like people will try once and then go back to the community center. Not a big deal. 100 plus new lines of dialogue. That's always great. I mean, that always seems cool. So probably a lot of this will be tied to the new festivals, the new content, that kind of stuff. So I'm assuming, this sounds like a lot, but I'm thinking a lot of it will be tied to some other stuff as well. Winter outfits for the villagers, and honestly, we can get a view of Jazz and Sebastian's new one. I think this one's cute. I think Sebastian's is very, it's very nice. It kind of reminds me of just like a very fancy winter coat, the wool style with a scarf. I think this looks good. I think there should have been some different coloring to the scarf, but hey, If you're going with a theme, stick with it. New type of reward for completing Billboard requests. I have no idea what that could be. Honestly, that could be anything. We could be getting... That's such a... it's such an ominous kind of like wording, because it's like, oh, you get a new type of reward. So is that something that's going to change the character, change the town? Honestly, it'd be kind of cool if there was stuff that actually affected the town more than just... Like, it'd be nice if there was like a Billboard request to maybe upgrade people's houses or something. Just something to like make it feel like the town is always changing. Maybe adding a like fountain or something. Some minor stuff, Support for 8-player multiplayer. I think that's awesome. We had the 4-player, which I think is cool. The 4 corners, awesome. So it's awesome that they're going to add 4 more. And then a bunch of small additions and adjustments. A new farm type. This could either be one to cover the 8-player multiplayer, or this could just be a whole new style. Honestly, if I had to take a guess, I'm not really too sure what you could do. Because you have the river, you have the standard, you have the night. The night is kind of repetitive now due to the settings. You had the 4 corners, you had the mountain, you had the forest. I mean, you kind of have everything taken care of. You could maybe like a tropical style. I don't even know if that... I mean, that's kind of like Ginger Island, so you're already on another... You're already on that. This could also play into, like I said, with the new late game content. This could potentially just be you unlock a new island with a new farm. And then new secrets and more. Honestly, if you've checked out some of the previous stuff that Concerned Ape has posted, one of them is more than likely going to be the Iridium scythe. We've seen the regular, we've seen the gold, and then one of the pictures he posted, there was an Iridium scythe. So I'm assuming that that'll be tied into there as well. But it's kind of an interesting update. You do get a lot of new stuff that he's showcasing with just the sprites alone. You're seeing like what looks like a movie ticket. You're seeing kind of like the washed up crates that end up on the beach, but with question mark. This guy who, no idea. Honestly, it kind of looks like the fisherman, but it could be like a swimmer of some sort. And you got a bunch of frogs. Oh, we could actually get a swamp type farm. That might actually be what it is. And then you get some just different images. It's really cool. I'm excited to see what they do with this. I'm, just waiting with bated breath to see when this comes out. But if you didn't see this, this is the 1.6 update. And definitely once it releases, we'll do another video. But until next time, this is Rem Mega saying I'll catch you later.